yo, foreigner, you crazy for this one.
Yeah, they think I'm jab riding when I'm left hooking. Fiends say they love me cause they know I keep that sack moving. Sad to say, but this the life that I have grew in. I had to hustle, skipping class, man, I was true in. I can flip some packs and teach you how to do it. This the real deal. Better watch your back cause people will kill. Kill Bill, kill switch on the Glock. Yeah, this the real. And people spin around them blocks just like a Ferris wheel. But that's enough of that. Let me tell you about my life and where I grew up at. I grew up in the south of Topeka. Then I moved to the east in the streets and I ain't fucking with neither. I ain't the type to go with kill or go and sit on that block.
Hey, what's good with it? It's your boy Trejon, Podcast. We want to take a quick break and tell you to tap in with our most recent videos, tap in with all our social medias, and thank you for watching.
I hate the weed, I told myself the last time would be my last. Can't trust my own niggas, now my mind racing fast. Got my foot up on the gas, got 100 on the dash. The police run up on me, I ain't stopping for their ass. Yeah. One time for the city, yeah. And two times for you. Them old niggas saying, told the wrong one, bringing the city shine. All we ever doing is painting pictures of crime, painting pictures of dope, painting pictures of hope. That boy in class embarrassed because he broke, hoping today he won't be the butt of somebody's joke. See me, I lived alone from dirt poor in a trailer, worried about my mother and never trusted my neighbors. To middle class with a backyard in my own room, to being the only black kid in my home room, academically gifted and follow my own rules. Running the streets, hey ma, I'll be home soon. Was out chasing hoes, was out hooping, and niggas wasn't balling, but yet they was foul shooting. So meet the newest role model who don't know how to fake this shit. Never saw the walk and look, I made it, bitch.
What's going on, Bucket Discussions? Family, man, we back at you guys with another reaction video. Today we got one of my favorite people to react to, Hip Hop Madness. He dropped a video today earlier and I seen it. I said, damn, I gotta go ahead and react to this. Man, what is he talking about, man? It's a very crazy title. J. Cole is a liar. Hip Hop Madness, what you mean by that? But yeah, let's go hop into the video right now.
Past 5 years has been a fight against comfort. I was chilling. What I noticed was with that feeling of comfort, I'm like, damn, this is the moment that a lot of your favorite rappers hit a crossroad where they did what they set out to do, and then the fruits of their labor started working against them. That same energy and that same like passion they put into the craft was gone, and it was replaced by like comfort and luxury. Are you okay with getting comfortable, chilling, mailing it in, waiting around on inspiration? If this is as high as you ever got, not career success-wise, but from a skill level, like have you wrote your best song? Did you leave no stone unturned creatively? And when I thought about that feeling, I was like, nah, I'm not cool with that.
They always say that no matter what walk of life you're in, it's best to leave them wanting more. Barring the likes of Andre 3000 and Joe Budden, or someone like Rakim or Big Daddy Kane, who have genuinely refrained from releasing projects, letting go of the game of your own free will is something that plenty of rappers have struggled.
Man, this is kind of hard to even listen to, man, because a lot of people have been talking about J. Cole's going to retire. J. Cole himself said he's thinking about retiring. It's going to be his last album, man, and I'm not looking forward to it. Obviously, I'm looking forward to the album, but him retiring is just going to be... Honestly, it might not be that crazy because, bro, don't ever drop shit, if we being honest. You don't drop music, so I don't know.
From Jay-Z's famous takeout that was more of a vacation than stepping away, through to modern artists like Logic and The Game waving goodbye, only to come back within a year, the fact that so many rappers have reneged on their departures from the industry has meant that anytime a rapper says they're done, it's almost impossible to take them seriously. That said, things are different when it comes to J. Cole, a man who doesn't take his legacy lightly, and an artist who has always meticulously focused on cementing his place in the history books from the minute he came onto the scene. J. Cole is a rapper who is thoughtful to the point of self-sabotage. Every decision is agonized over, and every word is picked with precision. Beyond that, he's basically spent his entire life.
And for y'all don't know, this is my favorite rapper ever, but like, I don't know if he really... I feel like he loves rapping too much to just completely retire. He might be doing features. He might still be just doing stuff on the side, man, producing. I don't see him completely just walking away from the whole thing, man. So, I don't know. But it's J. Cole, you never know.
He's in today.
That thing that you're looking at that looks like an overnight success, it's not real. It's going to go away real fast because it ain't got no foundation to stand on, like some one-hit wonder. You know what I mean?
You got a dream. That's all you think about every time you go to sleep. It be on your mind. You can't wait to manifest. Manifestation, that's your favorite word. I can't wait to manifest this. But some days you get a little down, a little discouraged. Is it ever gonna come? Do not stop. Whatever you do, don't quit, don't stop, don't give up. That'll be the worst mistake you ever.
But where Cole was quick to impart his wisdom about the wonders of pursuing a dream and where it will lead you to, the past few years have seen Cole say that maybe he's preparing for a rival at his conclusion. But even as he builds hype for what many see as the final act of his career, Cole's recent remarks have hinted at uncertainty about his path that contradicts everything he stands for. As a result, this goes back to the age-old question of whether he can really quit the thing that he's centered his existence around, or if he's a liar. Let's dive in. Did you know that on average, there are around 5 million car accidents every year in the US? And a lot of those accidents happen during the holiday season. Even worse, a lot of victims don't feel comfortable suing for damages because they're under the mistaken.
Hey, shout out to Hip Hop Madness, man. I have much respect, man. I know you gotta get your money, man. You gotta get the ads up, man. But we're gonna go ahead and skip ahead. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit. There we go.
Pound 529. With that said, let's get back to the video.
Hey Oklahomans, here are 3 tips to dealing with solar door knockers. My name is Bear Mac.
That's all good.
Since his preteens, rhyming has been the driving force of Cole's life and quickly became his dream occupation. Given the opportunity to hone his skills from a young age where his mother bought him an 808 beat machine, Cole worked to become self-sufficient in hip-hop, making his own beats and constructing his bars with a...
And that's the thing about Cole, too. Like, bro's whole life has been centered around, like, this ain't just happen. He just grew up and was like, damn, I'm nice at rapping. Like, bro was a little ass kid, like, damn, I want to rap. His mom bought him a beat machine. He started cooking stuff up. He was doing a lot of stuff with, like, local acts in his hometown. He was even on MTV when he was, like, 16, 17. Like, bro was, like, you see it right here. Bro was, like, really, he was really working towards this, man. He even went to college in the hopes that he was just going to get signed his freshman year. It didn't happen, but his whole life is just centered around this one goal, bro. So, I don't know. It might be weird for him to finally be like, damn, I'm at that point that I'm here. This is what I've been dreaming of. And a lot of people don't know what it's like to be at that point. So, I can't really speak on it, but he's probably just sitting there like, damn, like, questioning his love for rap. I don't know, man.
That'll become his
we need another J. Cole interview.
St. John's University in New York.
I love listening to J. Cole really try to break down and explain his thoughts, bro. We definitely need another interview.
That Ville-born kid was dropping classic mixtapes.
Shout out Jay-Z, man, for signing my man, J. Cole.
With his major label debut and the subsequent follow-up of Born Sinner, Cole established himself as one of the premier rappers of his generation and quickly began competing for the top spot with his contemporaries and good friends, Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Arguably the most conservative of the three in terms of how he approaches his artistic identity, Kendrick has followed his artistic compass, while Drake appealed to every commercial trend that came his way. But by the time he was barely considered as one of the elite, Cole has always been contemplating how or when he should leave hip-hop. When asked by Complex, would you ever consider retiring or going out on top like Jay after the release of his third album,
he never really retired either, for real.
Drive, Cole was already hinting that he'd be at peace with the idea. I don't know. I love doing it, so I'm not going to use that as a sales pitch like, last album, make sure you go out and buy. But I'm content if this is my last one. Listen to all my music and you hear this who went to New York City and started with a dream. He gained his confidence in the step with the warm-up and was here to show y'all I'm the best. And Friday Night Lights put a stamp on that. The sideline story was like, I have to figure this out and sell records. Born Sinner that wasn't how I wanted to do it. I gotta make up for that one. I gotta get back to myself. And then fighting through all of that to realize on 2014's Forest Hill Drive that no, this is where it was always.
I ain't know Cole wasn't feeling Born Sinner, bro. That's low-key, like, I won't say it's my favorite album or one of my favorite albums, but I feel like it's very underrated, bro. Like, he got a lot of hits on there, for real. To me, I know they're not, like, mainstream hits, but to me, as a J. Cole fan, I feel like that was a fire-ass album.
Although we know that Cole ramped up, if anything, following that album's release, his itch of putting an end to his career still persisted. As a result, this issue was later alluded to on Jermaine's interlude from DJ Khaled's Major Key, with Cole spitting in 2016 that he said all that I could say, now I play with thoughts of retirement. Once again, this was largely brushed off by his fans and collaborators alike, with Khaled saying, I heard that line and I was like, you know, I understand that line because I felt like that at one time, but we ain't never stopping. Cole ain't never stopping. And if he does, he still ain't stopping because he an icon now. He's a young icon, still making timeless music. Where it was hard to argue with Khaled's assessment of Cole, the notion that he'd never let his pen fall silent has been continuously disproved over the years, as in some ways, it feels like Cole's diehard fans have been bracing for his departure ever since 2018's KOD. I've reached a point in my life.
Another underrated album, in my opinion, bro. Like, he was really, like, I know they don't like hearing that he's preaching, bro, but he had a whole message throughout that whole album. He had a theme. He stuck to it, bro, and he really made some real-ass, timeless-ass music that's gonna hit 20, 30 years from now, bro. Like, on my last video, it's Hip Hop Dime, we talked about, like, who's gonna be the next top 3 rappers. And I feel like J. Cole, when I say top 3, bro, or like the big 3, it can't just be like some shit that's only gonna be there for, it's gonna be a hit for right now. But then like 3, 4, 5 years, people gonna forget about it. J. Cole, his music is timeless, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all.
I'm like, how long am I gonna be doing this for? He told GQ in 2019. I'm starting to realize, like, oh, let's say I stopped this year. I would feel like I missed out on certain.
My bad, I ain't trying to keep pausing, bro.
Working with certain artists,
stuff keep popping up in my head.
Making more friends out of peers, making certain memories that I feel like if I don't.
There's one thing, like I said, we seen the maturation and just like the development, evolution of J. Cole. He started off as, I'm platinum with no features, platinum with no features. It became a joke because he really did that and he was really not collabing with nobody. He had something here and there, but now you see him really like, bro did a song with 21 Savage. Whoever thought he would do a song with 21 Savage? He just dropped a song with Lil Durk. Like, all these different people that you never think, like, damn, J. Cole would never make a song with him. Or even, he did an interview with Lil Pump, goofy ass. Like, who, I never seen that coming, bro. Like, he's really branching out and like, I'm not gonna leave any stones unturned. I'm gonna do everything that I can. And that's the way everybody should live their life. But he's making sure that he does everything, has no regrets when he decides that he's done. Even though I still don't ever feel like he'll really be done. Because rapping, it's not like a 9 to 5 clocking job. I mean, you just kind of do it. Even if you're not trying to make like mainstream hits, you still, rapping is rapping, making music is making music, man. And he has his own label. He has a lot of different artists that he's helping. Like, he's never gonna be done, in my opinion.
I'm gonna regret it one day. Having billed the final track of KOD as the intro to the Fall Off, Cole delivered a 3-tiered outline for his last lap of his career, including the off-season, It's a Boy, and the final project.
Cole, we still waiting though, bro. What's going on? We still waiting on him. It's a Boy. The Fall Off? All I hear about is the Fall Off now, bro. Like, what's up?
Fall Off. And when he delivered the first track of the trilogy, this is when fans really began to take him seriously, with talks of his retirement being a major talking point.
Bro, I played the off-season so much, bro.
Yo, do you really want to?
There's certain songs I can't even listen to no more. I didn't play them so goddamn much, bro. I ain't
now
gonna
with
lie
his
to
music and be like, the reason
they still
is
far,
you
don't
ain't
get
put
me
in the
wrong.
work. So I was like, yeah, that was where the warm-up came from. Wrote verses, made beats, all that to say the off-season was like the same concept. Before I feel like I'm like fulfilled in this game, let me try to reach new heights.
Although he hasn't revealed when the next 2 projects will arrive, Cole has kept his pen sharp in recent months. With
I know he's cooking up, though. He's cooking up for sure.
And while the prevailing narrative has remained that he is looking at the exit with longing in his eyes, the lyrics that he's spat across these tracks have provided additional dimensions to his exit and cast further doubt on whether he'll be able to do it. One track which exposed new wrinkles of Cole's conflicted psyche was Procrastination, Bro. Written to a tight beat that he'd uncovered on YouTube, Cole spoke of how much material he'd stockpiled in recent years, as well as his reluctance to release it, spitting, I don't even know if somebody gonna hear this. Got so many songs that get lost in the endless folders of the hard drive. I wish I was more fearless, cause I'll just say, and dump all the music. A track which confronts the...
This is a great topic, bro, because it's not even just rapping, but just anything in life, bro. Like, you can let that fear, that procrastination, that stuff hold you back. For instance, J. Cole, he has so much music that he says he has in like different hard drives and folders. I feel like he's a perfectionist. He doesn't just want to put something out and be like, okay, cool. Like, some folks, they just put everything out, which I feel like now there should be a standard. You don't want to just put some garbage shit out, whether that's art, music, even though I feel like art is music, but you don't just want to throw anything out there. Like, you want it to be to your standard, but like, you don't want to stockpile at the same time. It's kind of like you got to find that happy medium.
Feeling of writer's block head on, Cole delves into the impending deadline while also contemplating whether his hunger had been offset by his success. Cause I need to finish this album, but hell, how many more times can I send this wooden pail down in that well and pull it back up with hope that it's filled? Plus, it don't help that I'm rich now. But in contrast to the sense of aimlessness he alludes to, it's telling that
hey, a
Cole
lot of people
also
don't know what that
concedes-
feel like either, bro. For you to be rich and still like have that hunger to do whatever you're doing, even though J. Cole seems like a different type of cat, though. That no matter how much money he got, he's still gonna have love and do this to the best of his ability every time
he's still driven by the
writes,
desire
raps,
to
whatever
hone
the
his
case may
skills
be.
and recapture that same spark he had on the come up, later spitting. But the challenge be having me stoked. Throwing the towel? Man, you gotta be joking. I pushed my salary up with these quotes. Now I push the
he not
Lambo
lying.
truck down the Veil, hoping I connect.
He
with
not
something
lying,
that's
bro. He
real.
getting money.
Although the money may have provided a safety net that wasn't absent back when it was make or break for Cole, it's clever that Cole isn't any less motivated at the opportunity to translate something profound from his brain to the pad. J. Cole is a searcher by nature. Interviews describe him as a man who answers questions with follow-up questions, while others have noted that it was by no means coincidental that his earlier rap name was Therapist, as he has an innate drive to dissect and diagnose. Where everyday life has proven to deliver no answers, creativity gives Cole and others like him a window to explore these larger quandaries. And as a result of the fulfillment he gets from the process, he's clearly having second thoughts before our eyes. As a result, his recent tracks...
for a person that has like a brain that works like that, like, to be able to rap and to rap as good as J. Cole is, J. Cole can, like, that's dope as hell, bro. Like, even poetry, like, that's another form of just another outlet to get your creativity and your thoughts out there, bro. Like, I low-key wish I could rap, because if I could rap, I'd be in the booth right now, bro. I'd be in the closet going crazy.
The internal conflicts he faces and his attempt to reconcile them all unfolding right in front of us. Within On the Street with BTS J-Hope, Cole briefly seems content with the idea of leaving, spitting, "I never did nothing better, it's hard to let it go. But like a father watching his daughter walking down the altar with tears in his eyes, you gotta let her grow." Yet, within a few bars, he's already backtracking, spitting, "I contemplate if I should wait to hand over the crown and stick around for a little bit longer. I got a strange type of hunger. The more I eat, the more it gets stronger." While the narrative that he's stepping away remains a major preoccupation for his fans, another example of this rift which exists inside Cole is seen on the Lil Durk-aided All My Life, where he spits, "Me, I'm running long distance, all pistons firing. I be stuck between maybe retiring and feeling like I'm just not hitting my prime." Refusing to decisively say which way he's leaning, this ambiguity is once again exhibited on Adonis' interlude from the Creed 3 soundtrack, where he urges his fans to just cop the fall off and I'll explain. Is it the end of the chapter? Happily ever after? Bet this gonna be the year that fulfilled my reign. While clickbait articles may interpret lines like that as a sign that he's ready to quit, the truth is there's a strong possibility that right now, he doesn't even know what happens after the fall off. However, what we can say with certainty is that Cole doesn't do anything frivolously, and as a result, the fall off, without a doubt, represents the end of an era in one way or another. Much like Jay-Z before him, it's hard not to imagine him being on the peripherals of the game, even if he is officially stepping back from releasing projects to add to his own discography. But where Jay told the game that he was leaving after this song on December 4th, Cole isn't formally declaring it to be the end and sees the potential pitfalls in doing so. "Oh, bro, I'm super comfortable with the potential of being done with this," he told Slam magazine. "But I'm never gonna say, oh, this is my last album. I'm doing all this work to be at peace with. If I never did another album, I'm cool. That's the reason for all of this. So I know that I put everything on the table." Unlike someone such as The Game, who made a whole song and dance out of retiring with his last album, Born to Rap, only to release another album within 2 years, Cole has the foresight to understand that all too often, these proclamations are empty, making them look like nothing more than ploys to sell records and acquire your flowers. And while temporarily taking a backseat from hip-hop in terms of releasing music would give room for more side quests such as basketball or his charity foundation, there's no way that Cole completely abandons hip-hop in all its form. For one thing, after years of being overlooked, his acclaim as a producer is finally getting the recognition it deserves.
I do remember we was at my studio when we made this one.
Why,
stretching out that J. Cole pack. Like, got any more of them J. Cole beats? I was like, I think I do. Yeah.
Not only that, but J. Cole's integral role at Dreamville means that he's going to be entrenched in music
he
for
got
years to
hella
come.
artists.
A man who claimed that he always wanted to be Berry Gordy, Cole has unfinished business in both the realms of A&R and production, with one goal that he'd outlined to Steve LaBelle remaining unticked on his to-do list.
I'm patient, man, and I understand that I had to get myself to a certain place first to have the time to tap into my producer side. Right now, I only got time to produce for myself. the next phase and the next chapter is to produce hits and albums for other people. I got artists under me that are self-sufficient right now, but I'm still waiting on that day to be able to absolutely embrace and Dr. Dre a whole project like he did with Aaliyah.
That's really dope. And this is J. Cole in like 2014, 2015 talking about this.
A man who identifies as a big brother to these younger dudes and a little brother to these older dudes, it seems impossible that someone surrounded by creative entities who think like he does, and by the looks of it, inspire him just as much as he inspires them, could ever put down the mic. And as if that wasn't bad enough, it's going to be difficult to evade the call of the booth when his recording studio is literally in his house.
I remember Pharrell, one of the first times I had worked with him, telling me how he had his life on a schedule. He was like, I only come to the studio from this time to this time, and I don't take home with me. I was probably 24, 25 when he said that, and I remember feeling like, damn, that's weird. If I stayed in the studio anything less than 12 hours before I had kids, it was a failure of a day. About 2 years into being a father, I remember like, oh, you need a schedule where your family knows that this is your time in the studio, and this is the time when I'm at home on family mode. So I put the studio in the house for that reason.
On top of all the creative conundrums that are presented by hanging up his mic, it's important to note that Cole isn't some sort of Buddhist monk with no taste for the financial trappings of hip-hop too. While he may be seen as more humble than most, there's every chance that at the moment, it could be too lucrative for Cole to give it up entirely. While Lil Durk's manager may have called cap on the notion that Durk paid Cole $978,000.
I'll be real with you. Yeah, that's crazy. I'll be real with y'all. I think J. Cole did that for free.
For his verse on All My Life, it's a guarantee that every time he pops up on a feature, it's commanding a considerable fee. As Cole alluded to in some of his recent bars, he's operating at an absurdly high rate right now. And by consequence, he's been praised like never before.
And he is.
So is J. Cole.
I ain't gonna lie to you. He operating at a different
although
level.
his career may take on a different shape, there's certainly mileage left in Cole's journey through hip-hop. And as his own second-guessing in his songs show, he clearly knows it too. And although there's many different factors that could possibly play a role into his retirement, a 2010 interview with Eminem ultimately hits the nail on the head as to why it's so difficult for rappers to walk away. The fans might say the music is garbage. You don't know how long people are going to want you around. But realistically, if I don't rap, what am I going to do? It's too late to just be unfamous right now, at this point.
That's a lot to take in, man. Shout out Hip Hop Madness. J. Cole. J. Cole's J. Cole, man. I got much love for him. My favorite artist of all time. It means a lot to me. Well, I don't see him retiring no time soon. I think that's just him talking and contemplating and just going back and forth in his own head. He just thinking out loud. I don't really see him walking away. But shout out to Hip Hop Madness for a super fire vid. Very in-depth. Very dope. Catch you guys on the next reaction.
Jungle like I'm Conan, count up with both hands. Switch the flow like it was broken. I'm on the road, man. Making plays just like DeRozan. I shoot my shot, and that shit wetter than the ocean. I brag a lot, but with the wind and come the boast in. I made a lot from them apartments that I sold in. He didn't make it up to college, so them streets where he enrolled in. I know I'm a scholar from the moments that I was exposed in.